Welcome to Die's Crafty Corner. My name is Diane and I'm so happy you stopped by today. Hi guys, today let's make a flamingo card. It's an encouragement card. I've gathered up everything I'm going to need. We're going to be using that teal piece of paper to make a wave for our background. I've gathered black and pink cardstock, that is bubblegum pink cardstock for our flamingos. Off camera, I have die cut those out actually twice, although I think I'm only going to show you once. I built my flamingos up by doing them twice. The oval set that I'm using, I cannot remember the name of. I will link it below if it's still available. I got it off Amazon. And it's my favorite scalloped oval set that I have. I've had it for years and years. Okay, so the flamingos we're going to be cutting out, and that's basically this card. Already gone ahead and cut those out. Like I said, off camera, I did a second set. And we're going to be using the Distress Oxide ink in Kitsch Flamingo to go on top of the bubblegum flamingos, right? I thought that would be a perfect color. And I chose for my card, I'm doing the upper section of my flamingos. So their forehead, their neck, and the edges of their feathers in the Kitsch Flamingo, and leaving the lighter sections on their bellies and, you know, the fatter part of their feathers. Just what looked good to me. You could do it the opposite way and make underneath their neck and their bellies darker. I think as far as shadows go, that would be proper, but you know, I do what I think looks best to me. So I'm using those little finger daubers. I think for little die cuts, they're super easy to use, very convenient. So I always use those when I'm doing little die cut pieces like these little flamingos. It tends not to tear or move the die cut pieces around too much. And I think that really helps when you're using little die cut pieces to have something smaller, not the big brushes that could accidentally ink it. So this is how they turned out. Kind of cute, right? I popped up the feathers with a little piece of foam tape and cut out the heart as well. We'll be using the heart in the middle. Now the paper I'm using is an old pad. It is from My Favorite Things. It's called Perfectly Plaid Remix. I don't know if it's still available or not. Like I said, I'm pulling from my stash. So it took me a second to figure out whether I was going to do this card with those stripes going up and down or sideways. I did choose sideways, as you can see. And even though I stress that it's okay to your eye, you know I pulled this thing apart and redid it off camera. I did. That's what took so long there. I just wasn't quite to the bottom enough for me. So decided to keep both of my ovals just glued down. I'm using the art glitter glue for that. That is my glue of choice. It just works for me. The only time I don't use it is when I've got a 60 or less cardstock that maybe I've inked on or something, because sometimes the glue will show through and I don't like that, so I'll use my tape runner for that. But other than that, art glitter glue, 100% all the time. Adding our little wave that I trimmed down with the same oval so it would match our scene. And I'm going to add our little flamingos and the heart with the art glitter glue as well. So like I said, this is an encouragement card. The sentiment is going to say, I'm here for you. And this is going to be going out to someone special to me. So I glued this down with just the glue, right? I went back in with, I have 2 bottles of art glitter glue. One has a big nozzle on it. I prefer that for when I need more glue, like when I'm gluing down a background sheet of designer paper or something. And then I have one that's got the fine tip on it, and that's equally as important to me because that fine tip gets those little noses and those little feet put down where they need to be without any extra spillage. So for me, in my craft room, having both the large nozzle and the small nozzle is important to me. Find it helps me. So you could also get the small little tiny bottles with the little thing. You could do that as well. I just prefer having the 2 big bottles. So off camera, I did go ahead and use some wing of Stella on the heart and on the beak. And then I also added the glossy accents to the beak and to the heart. And this is what the final card looks like. I'm happy you guys dropped by today. I love chatting with you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.